Check. Shalom, Israel. We're at Isupk. Start out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. We are on the Commander Junior Hana. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans the truth of the Bible. All right. Today is Tuesday. All right. Biblical Brotherhood class. All right. Where we break down how we come together and stick together. Stick it out with one another, man. How we treat one another. All right. Really, the solution for our problems that we have in our own communities. All right. Across the world, wherever the Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans are at. All right. I will be holding down the class till Captain Ahmad gets here. All right. So let's get into it, man. Brotherhood. Brotherhood in the Bible, man, is something that will save our lives, man. It will save your life, okay? And let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. All right. Now, if you don't know, all right, the ISBK, we are big on brotherhood, man. Brotherhood is what keeps this school rolling. All right. So let's go to Romans chapter 12, verse 10. All right. Romans 12 and verse 10. Here in ISBK, man, we understand what Christ was teaching. All right. We understand what the prophets before us came and did. All right. It was always about dwelling with one another in unity. You understand? Being able to love one another, man, as much as we want to love ourselves, man. Loving our brother that we see every day. You understand? And having compassion. That's what how deep it is here in the IHBK. All right. So let's go to verse 2 of Romans 12. All right. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. It's saying, be not conformed to this world. In this world, we kill one another. Right? In this world, man, we hate one another. We can't forgive one another. You understand? It's all types of things that we do in the world that is not of the Most High. All right. The Most High wants us to dwell together in unity, to love one another, man, and to stick together. Because how G Money say in New Jack City, all we got. All we got is us. We are that nation and that's not desired. That the Bible, that the Lord speaks about in this Bible. You understand? And it's our job to come together, man. And this is a scripture that I love to go to because this is the building block of your knowledge, man. All right. It says, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." That's why it's good to come in these classes, tune in. You understand? Come with your book. You understand? I keep my precept book with me all the time. It might be a scripture that I might have to run to real quick. On my spare time, I look over my notes and just make sure, I'm sharpening my sword. When I'm in class, I'm definitely jotting down notes. You understand? Even in this class tonight, you understand, with Captain Ahmad take over the class, I'm still learning as I'm a part of this class tonight. You understand? And being transformed by the renewing of your mind, man, is explaining to you, is this scripture is explaining that the way how you looked at another Black, Hispanic, Native American man and woman, all right, you have to forget about the way how you used to feel about them, right? And what I mean is, you have to understand that is your brother and your sister, all right? And you gotta prefer them first. You understand? You gotta love your brother and love your sister. All right, as you would want somebody to love you as you love yourself. Treat them the same way that you would want to be treated. Like if you was down, listen, if let's say you at work, right? A lot of us would go to work and we don't like the treatment that sometimes our managers or boss gives us, right? We don't like that treatment, right? And we like, man, why they every time I go to work, man, they down my neck, I don't get treated right. Okay, you don't like that, so why would you go do that to somebody else? In the scriptures, it says, treat those as much as you want to be treated as well. All right, let's keep going. It says, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable. You had to prove what is how you had to learn and understand. All right, you have to know what's acceptable when it comes to dealing with your brother and your sister. All right, you understand? Like your brother and your sister is not the whole world. Okay, because the whole world is going to tell you, I am not your brother and your sister. All right. These other nations do not want to claim us, but they want to be like us and live like us, take our culture, but they won't refer to us as brother and sisters. But the ones, your neighbors, you understand, your neighbors that you live amongst and is among you, all right, that's the ones that you love. That's the ones that you forgive. That's the ones you have compassion for. That's the one. Our neighbors is the ones that the ISBK go out and go teach. We don't go try to go teach how some of these fake Israelites do. You understand? These Christian churches do. They go and try to save Africans. They try to go save the oppressor. They'll try to go save the Chinese and go save the East Indians, and they'll try to go save the whole world. You understand? Nah, man. You gotta want to be there for your people, all right? Because that's in the Bible, all right? And the finisher says, "And perfect, the will of God." You have to know what is perfect to the Lord. Loving your brother, loving your sister. You be there for one another, man. That's why in the ISBK, man. We always sticking it out with each other, man. We always being there for one another because that's what the Bible says to do. You understand? 1 second, y'all. Type in your questions, and I'll get to them as soon as possible.
I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll wait on the call. Appreciate it.
All right, let's get back to it. All right, Captain Amal will be taking the class over pretty shortly. Again, type your questions in. We'll get to them as soon as possible. We'll break it down for you. All right, so we got that down pat, right? So now we're going to go down to verse 10. All right, to see what is perfect. Okay, it said, "Be kindly affectionate to Salakia. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love." What is brotherly love, man? It's what Christ taught. Christ was big on brotherhood. And he also says, in the scriptures, you will know my disciples by how they treat one another, how they love one another. You don't want to have animosity with a brother or a sister, man. You want to get to the bottom of it and ice it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak kindly to your brother and your sister, man. Make them feel that is love coming from you. And that's what we lack in our community. And that's what the ISBK is big on, repairing. We are repairing the unity in our communities. Okay. And it's a hell of a job, man. But we getting it done. That's why when you look inside the ISBK, man, we might have never seen you a day in our lives, man. You come into our school, you're gonna feel like you're one of us. Because in the scriptures it says, treat a brother that's not from or a sister that's not from among you. You understand, with hospitality. Don't treat them no different. Don't treat them like, they a peasant or, have your nose turned up at them. You show them love, man. You come into our schools, man, we'll make sure you have something to drink. You have a Bible. We'll greet you like we greet our own brothers and sisters that is among us. You understand? And, we'll make sure you have something to eat. Make sure you're able to have a way home. We'll make sure that you are, and that you're all right. And definitely you come into our schools, man, we're going to protect you. We ain't going to let nothing happen to you. And that's being kind and affectionate to one another. And that is something that we are missing in our communities. That's why here in Philadelphia and in Pittsburgh, all right, in Trenton, New Jersey, and any of our communities across the world, man, is so much crime and so much hate for one another because we don't have these scriptures. we not following what the Lord said to do. You know, and that's why we have to change our lives, man. Read from the top again. All right. Verse 12. No, verse 10. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor preferring one another. You know, we have to start choosing us again. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Captain Amaya Short.
All right, the water man, I appreciate it. I just clap it up for the brother. All right, the water phone it down for me. Definitely appreciate it, warrior. Let me know if we have any questions online.
Checking them right now, sir.
All right, no sweat.
We have no questions online.
No sweat.
Yes, sir.
No sweat. So a few things we're gonna get into tonight, right? We're gonna get into John 3:16. Okay, for God so loved the world, that He gave His only begotten Son. We're gonna break that down. Also, we're gonna get into what does it mean to be born again. To be born again. We're gonna touch a little bit on baptism. Right fast. Give me Matthew. Cut the heat down just a little bit, if you don't mind, Bubba Shaw. All right. Bear with me 1 second, everybody that's online. All right, let's go to John. We're going to go to John, the 3rd chapter, right? John, the 3rd chapter, and we're going to start at verse 1, okay? Once again, we all know tonight is the Brotherhood class. If anybody has any questions, any comments, any issues you may be going through in life, and you need some advice, you go ahead and type it in, okay? Once again, the Bible is the key to all of our problems, everything, from how you living, from the things that you go through in life every single day. This Bible is the key to our success, all right? We are not living well in America because we lack this Bible and wisdom and understanding, all right? So now we're going to go to John chapter 3, and let's start at verse 1. When you get that, you go ahead and read it. John 3 and 1.
It's the book of John. This is the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus.
Okay. All right, this is a black man. All right, let's get that straight. All right, this is Christ talking to another black man. Like how black men and black women have conversations. Y'all talk on the phone, y'all chill, whatever the case may be, right? Nicodemus was a black man that was in charge, right? And he was a ruler over the Jews at this period of time. Read it again from the top.
There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
He was a what?
A ruler of the Jews.
He was a what?
A ruler of the Jews.
All right, so now Nicodemus, right? He was a ruler of the Jews, right? Meaning he was in charge. You understand me? Like during many captivities, we had some black people that were in charge. You understand me? When Daniel was in captivity, man, what was his name? But the cat that was in charge, like Daniel. You understand me? Why? Because he knew he was full of wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Okay? So now this is a black man that was a ruler of all the Jews. Let's read on.
The saying came of Yahweh by night, and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come of God. For no man can do these miracles that thou doest.
Now, of course, everybody was reading about Christ, right? And what do they know about Christ, right? Because everybody talk about Jesus all the time. Everybody talk about, oh yeah, God this and God that. If something good happens to them in their life, they say, thank you, Jesus, right? What is Christ trying to help Nicodemus understand? Read that last line again. Let everybody know where you at, please.
We're in the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 2. The saying came to Yahweh by night, and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from the Most High. For no man can do these miracles that thou doest.
So now they saw and they heard the things that Christ had done. A black man. Don't let nobody lie to you talking about he was a white man.
Right.
Okay, now what are some of the miracles that he did? He healed the sick. Okay, he made the cripple be able to walk again. Do me one on, cut that fire if you don't mind. A water, dump some water up in there, right? So now you read this Bible, right? Jesus Christ did tons of miracles. He had 12 disciples that was rocking with him, that was rolling with him, man, for a very long time. And he was in the world. But one thing about Jesus Christ, right? He wasn't living of the world. For example, we all live in a world of sin, right? We all live in a world that everybody is worried about themselves. Nobody is worried about anything else, right? The Lord gave us laws inside this Bible, right? Stating that we should treat one another how we want to be treated, right? Why don't we treat one another how the next man or woman wants to be treated? Because we wasn't taught that in America. You understand me? The only thing that we were taught in America are the things that we know. Forget about these holidays that's passing by. Just got done Thanksgiving, right? You got Christmas coming up. What about when the Lord said, "Love thy brother as thyself"? Okay, and you treat somebody how you want to be treated. If you were hungry and if you ain't have $1 in your pocket, right, and you needed something to eat, or you needed something to drink, you wouldn't want somebody to just tell you to go get a job. That is such an evil spirit to be in, man. You understand me? Oh, I work for mine, go work for yours as well. Well, everybody ain't, of the same mind as you. Everybody are not in the same condition that you are in, right? Now drop down to John 3 and verse 3. Baba Kashaw.
Come. It's the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh answered and said unto him,
Mm-hmm.
Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
We had John 3 and 3.
Right.
They said, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Okay? What does it mean to be born again? Let's get this straight, right? It's not talking about being baptized in water. Okay? And how do we know it's not talking about being baptized in water? Because you have homosexuals that's being baptized in water every single day. You have drug addicts that's being baptized in water every single day, man. You have whores being baptized in water every single day. What does it mean to be born again? Hold that. Okay, I'll show you. Let's go to Romans, the 6th chapter, whole John, because I'm coming right back there, okay? All right, we'll go to Romans 6 and 4. Start at verse 3. Romans 6 and verse 3.
Come. It's the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 3. Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized into Yahushua Mashiach were baptized into his death?
Now, what does it mean to be baptized? To be baptized, it means to be taught, not to be dipped in water. Okay? Baptized is this. You ain't know Jesus Christ was a black man until we taught you he was a black man. Now you were just baptized. You was taught the truth, right? Baptized is, okay, before the truth, right? Before you had any understanding of the Bible, you didn't know what marriage was. So if you're a man, you had sex with any woman that got you robbed. And if you're a woman, you had, anybody, that, got that thing talking to you, man. You understand me? And now when you learn the truth, you're supposed to apply it with your life every single day. And then you will be baptized, meaning, in other words, you'll be taught again. Okay? Jesus Christ died for the things that we did. He did not die for the things that we currently do. You understand me, right? So it's Shalom Hawabah, Shalom Shabbat. So of course, when you read the truth and when you hear about baptism, when you read about the great things that Christ has done, a black man, right? And how Jesus Christ was crucified on that cross. He was crucified on that cross not so we can spit in his face. He was crucified on that cross so we can be baptized, so we can learn again, so we can, in other words, be born again. Read that last line again from the top in Romans.
Come. The book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 3. Know ye not that so many of us, as were baptized into Yahushua, were baptized into his death?
All right, what does that mean? Those of us that were baptized unto Christ, right? Jesus Christ in Hebrew, you may hear us say Yahushua, Yahushua Mashiach, because that's Jesus Christ's name in Hebrew. All right, they call him Jesus today. In the Bible, it was Yahushua, right? So how are we baptized unto his death? If you know online, type it in. Read that last line again.
Come.
1 second more.
Know ye not that so many of us, as were baptized into Yahushua, were baptized into his death?
Go ahead, you was going to say something, young man.
I was trying to answer that.
Go ahead, please.
Give it a shot. Does
Go ahead.
that mean means like he died for our sins? That's what that's talking about.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's talking about. Right? He said he was baptized into us, meaning Christ died on that cross so the new man and the new woman can live together. Christ ain't died on the cross for us to find out that we should not celebrate Christmas, then still celebrate Christmas anyway. You understand me? That would be, Christ being put to death for naught, for nothing at all, right? He was crucified, and I came from hell, brother. Hell, man. You understand? They put a crown of thorns on his head. Man, you got to think about it. Christ was an excellent brother. You understand me? Christ ain't do not one sin, but yet we did all the sins, man. We smoked all the weed. We smoked all the cigarettes. We done sold all the drugs. And now you got a innocent black man being put to death, and he ain't do not one thing wrong. All right? You pick it up for him, young man, Will. Romans 6 and verse 3 from the top.
I got
you
it.
got it.
I got it.
You sure?
Come.
No sweat. Who was inside the back?
Sister, Trooper Kalaka's wife said.
No,
She's
sir.
putting her hair.
No sweat. Come. Go ahead, read that again from the top word.
Come. It's the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 3.
Right fast, brother Will. You hold Romans 7 and verse 6, all right?
Come.
You got it on the car.
Come. It's the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Know ye not that so many of us, as were baptized into Yahushua Mashiach, were baptized into his death?
Meaning that's what he died for. Okay, let's read on.
So, like I said,
Please.
if you could, okay, I didn't hear this verse in a minute, so it's kind of like vague in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Can you break it down a little bit more?
Yeah, go ahead. Read it one more time.
Come. Know ye not that so many of us, as were baptized into Yahushua Mashiach,
As we're baptized now, what is being baptized in the car?
being taught, sir.
Exactly, being taught again, right?
Come.
Yes. I tell the people when you come inside the truth, they say, "Oh, you being brainwashed." God damn, brainwashed, right? Brainwashed because you don't believe in white Jesus no more. Brainwashed because you don't believe in Santa Claus. Listen, they was mad at me, man. I went down the mall, man. I almost got kicked out the mall in the car. I'm like, what the hell? Our sons and our daughters sitting on that man's lap. Listen, they ain't like that, man. Shalom, sis. What's going on? They did not like that. Why? Because they would rather us believe in that, Santa Claus was that fat white man.
Right.
You understand me? That's going to come give you presents and cookies and gifts and all that, which is, of course, not of God, but is a lie. Pick it up, brother Will, please.
Come. This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 4.
Mm-hmm, please.
Therefore, we are buried with them by baptizing into death.
Okay, break that down. Therefore, we are buried with him. What does that mean? Therefore, we are buried with him. Think about it. Who died? Jesus died, right? So he was buried, right? So now the Lord is saying we will be buried with him. Right? So now the Lord is saying, listen, we will be buried with him. Now, how was we buried with Christ? And who was buried with Christ? Go ahead, Brother Will.
That's speaking on our sins.
Okay, you want it, but you're missing the point. It is talking about our sins, but who? Remember, he said we were buried with him. Read it one more time.
Okay. Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death.
Okay, so therefore we, meaning us, right? Right? Those that have the truth now. We are buried with him by his death. Who was buried with him? Who is buried with him? Simple. When I give it to you, I'm like, damn, I knew that. Go ahead, sis.
Us as Israelites, we are buried with him.
Okay, yes, us, but you got to be a little more specific. Who? Nakar.
Our sins.
Okay, the brother said that our sins. You're missing something. Go ahead.
I would say the sinners.
Okay,
The person that committed the sin.
y'all right. But to be more clear, the old man. You understand me? The old woman. Remember, when you come in the truth, for you to serve the Lord, that old man that love whores must die. Because if he don't die, then he will live. You understand? That old woman that loved to smoke weed and loved to get high, when you come in the truth, that old man and that old woman is supposed to die. Because when Christ was crucified, we were crucified with him. When I say we, of course, the old man and the old woman. Let's continue reading, young man Will.
Okay. That like as Christ, we rise up from the dead.
Okay, so now give me that part, right? Now, we all know about Christ being risen from the dead, right? How were we risen from the dead? Or who was risen from the dead? Go ahead, sis.
So you're saying that we're risen from the dead. So does that mean that the new us, the new person that God wants, or how it wants us to be, that's who we are?
Absolutely. Now, the sister says on the new us, right? Meaning the new man, the new woman. Now, the old man and the old woman is going to die. When I say old man and old woman going to die, meaning you ain't going to celebrate Christmas anymore. You ain't going to partake in Thanksgiving or, your birthday or Easter or anything like that, right? And now the new man is going to be like, oh, man, we are Hanukkah. We got on the Passover coming up in April, right? Going to be in Cocoa Beach, Florida. So now you're making preparation to get to Orlando or Cocoa Beach, Florida, right? That's the new man and the new woman being risen from the dead. Think about it, right? What's some things that people in the world only give a damn about? In most cases, what? Go ahead, Nicole.
Holidays.
Holidays. What else? Drugs. Go ahead, sis.
Most people in the world complain about their relationships, their how they can't get their mind right because they want their mind stable enough to do certain things. So they're missing that something that gives them that peace, which draws them to that drug that they're trying to release themselves from.
Absolutely, right. And when we are in the world, the last thing we are actually thinking about is God, the Most High, and how to please Him, how to obey Him. Then before you know, you come inside the truth and you're like, that's the only thing that's on your mind. Well, maybe not the only thing, but the main important thing that's on your mind is to serve the Lord and be obedient unto Him. Let's read on, young man Will.
Okay. Rise up from the dead by the glory of the Father.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, we also should, even though we also, even we also should walk in newness of life.
Now, of course, when he's saying we should walk in newness of life, meaning you cannot do the old things, right? This is how you understand Satan, right? All right, you could be a young brother or a young sister coming inside the truth, right? One thing you know about yourself, you know about those old habits that you had in the world. You understand me? And as you come in the truth, you're trying to fight it, and you're trying to fight it, you're trying to overcome it, and then you beat it, right? Then before you know it, after time, it starts to come back, and it starts to come back, and you know that ain't the new man, because the new man or new woman never did that, but the old man and the old woman used to do that. And if you find those things coming back, you gotta be on point, okay? And you gotta fight it, because how can you walk in newness of life if you constantly looking back, or you have those same old bad habits, man? You ever heard somebody say, I got some old demons on me? Listen, let me tell you something. When they say that, they ain't lying to y'all. You understand me? They got old demons. Really, what they want to say is that I'm stuck in my old ways. You understand? I've been doing this. I've been eating pork for 50 years. I ain't gonna start now. And when you come to the truth, man, the beautiful thing about being born again is that the Most High will give you a second chance. And then you can simply put the old man, old woman in the past and let the new man or the new woman be risen from the dead. All right? Let's continue reading. You got your hand up on Colossians up? Go ahead. Let the young brother know where you at, please.
Okay, this is Romans chapter 6, verse 5.
Mm-hmm. Lie. Good.
For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection.
Read that again from the top, nice and loud.
Come, God. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death.
Where you at?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 5.
We have Romans 6 and 5. Go ahead.
Okay. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death,
Mm-hmm.
we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection.
Read on.
Knowing this, that our old man.
That our old who?
Our old man.
Our old who?
Old man.
Yeah, knowing this, that our old man. Read.
Is crucified with him.
See that? Crucified with him, man. You're supposed to be looking at your old habits like, man, they old ways. I don't even know those ways anymore. What, man? Somebody trying to get you to smoke some K2? Listen, if I could, nobody should be smoking weed, man. They putting fentanyl in weed, man. Ice in that weed, man. God damn. Listen, you hearing about people ODing off of smoking weed and it's fentanyl in it. You supposed to leave that old business in the trash. You understand me? Because the Lord said, knowing this, that our old man is crucified, meaning put to death when Christ was put to death. Read on.
Oh God. That the body of sin might be destroyed.
Read that again.
That the body of sin might be destroyed.
Okay, somebody break that down. When it says that the body of sin might be destroyed, why do people sin? Real simple. Go ahead, sis. You got your hand up first.
People sin because they feel as though that's their only way to turn to. They feel as though sinning is the only way to get them out of what they've already been in because they don't know the Lord. They lack knowledge of the Lord.
Absolutely. That's one way to put it. Now, why else do people sin? Go ahead, Kalataza.
Because they're living by the flesh.
Okay, they are living by their own flesh. You have your hand up on Brother Will.
Go
ahead.
People, they like to sin. You said why they like to sin?
Yes.
They like to sin because it feels good.
Here you go. Give him a hand. That's exactly what I was looking for right there. Man, that cigarette, it feels good. You understand me? That whore, ooh, boy, she feels good for a second until you gotta go down. Where they go in Philadelphia, Bora Lumbar, right? They're on clinic, and now you got a disease. It feels good. That's why most people sin. People smoke weed and get high and smoke K2 because it feels good. The Lord said this, right? There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man. When you first smoke your first cigarette, you ain't gonna get cancer. But if you keep smoking the cigarettes, what the hell you think gonna happen when you're like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old? You're gonna have cancer. Now, when you drive drunk the first time, you get pulled over and get a DUI? Hell no. But if you keep driving drunk, and if you keep driving drunk, what the hell you think gonna happen? They're gonna pull you over, gonna get a DUI. You don't get a disease the first time you have sex with a hoe, but if you keep having sex with a hoe, before you know it, that sin is going to kill you, man. Okay, read verse 6 again from the top, Romans 6 and 6.
Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed.
That the body of sin might be destroyed. Now, why must the body of sin must be destroyed? Go ahead, young man, Will.
Is it so the new man could rise up?
You right, but give me a little more details. You right, the new man must be risen up, right? But why else must the body of sin be destroyed? People sin because it feels good, right? And because it feels good, that sin, now I'm trying not to give it to you, but that sin is doing something to them. What is that sin doing to them? Go ahead, Uncle Atala.
That sin is causing them to go to destruction.
Okay, yes. What else is it doing? You ever heard somebody say, man, I should have never went there? But it's too late now, right? I know you should have never went there. Or, damn, I should have never did that, right? Why the hell did they do it? Sis?
Because they feel regret.
Okay, yes, they feel regret, but even before the regret, though, why did they do it? Go ahead, Kalak.
Lust.
Okay, and what do lust do?
Makes you transgress the law.
Right? It makes you transgress the own law, right? Right? If you're a man and you drive, you see a beautiful girl, right? She has that. You're like, oh, damn, she back. Boom, you get into a car accident, right? That lust just what? Go ahead.
Is it a distraction?
It have power over you.
Oh,
You understand me? Sin controls you, man. It controls your mind. It's like you think, like it'd be 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving, I'm at my own slave, right? And I see Negro smoking weed 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. God damn. Why? Because the sin is controlling you, man. You understand me? When you see a white woman half naked and you like, damn, who that Becky? I would love to have a little piece of that. You don't know, but you are being controlled by the sin. Which why the Lord is saying that the body of sin must be destroyed because you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve yourself and serve the Most High God. And you damn sure cannot let sin control you. Because if you let sin control you, what else going to happen? You're going to destroy yourself, which is the whole purpose of sin. The whole purpose of a demon is to destroy you. All right, go ahead.
So like, sir, other than the scripture, when the demons was cast into the pigs, is there another one where it explains the job of a demon?
Okay, it's a couple, right? The pigs is almost the perfect one, though.
Right.
You understand me? Let's go there right fast.
Come
All
on.
right, let's go there, and I'll find another one for you. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, just so everybody can understand it. Okay, hold on. Let's go to Matthew the 8th chapter. Let's go there real fast. And also in the car, this is another one you can go to as well. Get me when the demon said to the real prophets that I know you, but those men over there, I do not know you. And they jumped on them. Do you recall what I'm talking about?
Come. It said, Paul I know.
Right.
I think it said Christ I know, Paul I know, but you.
Exactly. That's another one you can go go to. You find that one and you hold that one for me, okay? But we're gonna go to Matthew, the 8th chapter. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. All right, let's start at 20, 25. Whoever have it, go and read it. Matthew 8 and 25.
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 8, verse 25. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. Verse 26. And he said unto them, Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith?
God.
Then he arose and rebuked the winds of the sea. And there was a great calm. Verse 27. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?
Now you see that, right? You see, if you can overcome your flesh, the great things you can do. You understand me? Like, think about great men you read about, right? Like Moses. Moses walked on water, right? Forget about Paul. Paul didn't cast out demons and, out of brothers and sisters, right? But how can you do anything great if you cannot control yourself? Precept. Satan cannot cast out Satan. You saying they're trying to help other people, but you can't. You can't help other people. You can't cast other people's demons out because you still working on the marijuana or you still working on the holidays. They telling them to not celebrate holidays, but then once Christmas hit, they see you at the dinner table. You all know what they thinking about, right? This damn hypocrite right there. Listen, I was trying to tell you, those family members that you think love you, they always waiting for the perfect opportunity to call you a hypocrite. You understand me? Christ is checking on you like, man, y'all don't got no faith, man. What the hell is going on? I've been rolling with y'all. Y'all been saw me do miracles and all that. Christ was able to do great things because he overcame his flesh. Okay? Now, of course, like anything in life, right? You play basketball, you're gonna have to work out, you're gonna have to practice. You understand? You got a job. Anything that you do for a long period of time, you will get better at it. That's the same thing when it comes to fighting your flesh and fighting your own thoughts. Think about all the mistakes we all made in life because we didn't listen to somebody else. But we thought we knew it all. And then before you know it, regret after regret. You're like, God damn, maybe I should listen to my mother. I should listen to my dad. You understand me? Which, of course, why the Lord said the heart is deceitful above all things. All right? That's all I'm going to finish reading.
Come. Verse 28. And when he was come to the other side, into the country of Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils.
All right, give me an example of somebody that is possessed with devils. Go ahead, Kala.
Schizophrenic.
Here you go. What else? Go ahead, sis. Bipolar. That's another one, man. You want to know how you know somebody is bipolar? When they say, I ain't taking medicine. I tell you, that is somebody that is bipolar, schizophrenic, right? ADHD, whatever the case may be. And of course, right, it's hard for them to take the medicine because it's like the demon been controlling them for a very long time. So it's like the demon like, oh no, I can't take the medicine. Why don't the demon or the evil spirit want to take the medicine? Go ahead, sis.
Because they feel like once they do, that demon will be in control. They'll lose control over the host.
Absolutely.
They'll lose control over that body.
Absolutely. And the demon don't want to lose control. The demon wants to control you so he can kill you, right?
Right.
How we know we should listen to a doctor rather than yourself? Precept. Go ahead, Brother Will.
Where it says, honor thy physicians.
Break it down. Because you got Negroes that ain't trying to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Oh man, I ain't getting a shot. Listen, you want to know what I find so funny, right? The same Negroes that don't want to get the vaccine is the same Negroes that's smoking weed, and you trust the weed man. But the weed man can put some fentanyl on your weed. But yet you're not afraid of that. Right? You got to think about it. You got Negroes say, oh, I'm not getting a vaccine, but you on cocaine. You're an alcoholic. You're a drug addict.
Right.
You understand me? It would be wise for you to trust a doctor than the weed man. Because who knows, man, what he's putting in that eighth or that, nick or dime, whatever the hell you're about to sell you. You have it on young man, Will.
Come.
You go ahead and read it.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the use which he may have of them.
Read it again from the top.
Come. Honor a physician.
Now, what does it mean to honor a physician? Honor a physician. Go ahead, Kala.
Respect them or listen to them.
Listen to them. Take heed to them, man. God damn, the physician telling you, listen, hundreds of thousands of people have died due to the COVID-19. Honor that physician. Why should we honor him? Because he's been around for a long time. Think about it like this, right? Can you tell LeBron James anything about basketball? Why not? He's been playing basketball for a long time. Can you tell the doctor anything about medication? Hell no. Because he's been, giving people medication for a very, very long time. Meaning he is what? Experience. You understand me? Which while the Lord is saying, take heed. You understand me? If you're bipolar, it would be wise for you to take heed to the physician and get on your medication so that evil spirit don't run you down a ditch. Okay? Read that again from the top.
God. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him. For the Lord hath created them.
Listen, Negro's not afraid to go to the doctor and get shot. God damn, you get shot, pow, 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 they shoot you right up in the head. When a woman got to give birth, you ain't just, trying to give birth alone. Unless you did it before and maybe you got, like a handmaid, somebody that can help you. But you're going to the doctor. God damn, right? When you catch a disease, where are you going? You going to smoke some weed and the disease is going to go ahead and disappear? Hell no, you're going to go to the doctor. All right, the Lord saying, take heed to that physician, man. Let's read on.
Verse 2. For the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
Meaning, really, who is healing anybody? It's the Most High. But he is using the doctor to cure you from that, disease. All right? Or he is using the doctor to give you the vaccine so you won't die. So you can protect your family and your friends and your loved ones. Read that line again, please.
God. For the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
God.
The skill of a physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be a moderation. Verse 4. The Lord hath created medicines.
Read that again.
The Lord hath created medicine.
Read that again.
The Lord hath created medicine.
Come on, the Lord created medicine. And he is using the doctor to give it to you. He can't use you. Why he can't use you? Your mind ain't right. You ain't go to school. That ain't your profession. Your profession may be a cook. You may be a sports analyst. Or you may be a mechanic. Or you may know about cars. Or you may know about this. The doctor knows everything about medicine. And the Most High created medicine. So if you bipolar or schizophrenic, man, get on your medication. And think about it like this, right? Because I know it can seem like, you're just crazy. and everybody want to think you crazy because you bipolar. Now you're taking medicine, right? Don't look at it like that. Look at it like this, right? If you had cancer, where would you go? Go ahead.
If I could, sir, I was just about to say that. I was just waiting for you to. But what you're saying is so heavy because I've been in conversations with people that that don't agree with the vaccine. But I'm like, my grandma, about 5 years ago, had severe cancer, right? And if we didn't take her to the doctors, my grandma wouldn't be here today. So should I go off what you say? Oh, don't trust the doctor, don't trust the medicine. Do I know the medicine name and all the ingredients that they put in there?
Do they smoke weed?
But it works.
Do they smoke weed?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
They bro.
Right. Listen, you get my point, right? Smoke weed, so I could be bagging weed up now, and I'm putting fentanyl in it. I'm replacing it with this and that. Hey, I see why you're saying don't go to the doctor. Okay, because your mind is so twisted. All right, which is why the Lord said the best way to serve Him is to be sober-minded. You gotta be focused. You gotta listen to people. And when you hear people who talk about the vaccine or when they talk about medicine, I ain't gonna never get on medication. There is no logic to that, and it makes no sense. Absolutely no sense whatsoever. Okay, let's read on.
Come. The Lord had created medicine out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
Read that again.
So like on top.
Please.
Come. The Lord has created medicine.
See that? The Most High Yahweh, man. He created the medicine. Read.
Out of the earth.
See that? Out of the earth. Now you may have some Negroes say, oh man, weed was created through the earth. Cocaine and all that. Can you smoke weed because it was made through the earth? What was the real purpose of drugs? For when you are in need. When you are in need, man. You understand me? What's a strong pill? Oxycontin, right? Oxycontin, man, the Lord created that. Use the doctor for when you are in need. Not for you to, abuse the medication. You understand me? And take it for your own personal use to get high. The Lord ain't created for that. 1 second, Carl. Let's continue reading.
Come. And he that is wise will not abhor them. Verse 5. Was not the water made sweet with wood?
All right, we're gonna drop that. Right. Let's go back to Matthew on the 8th chapter. You got it. A trooper Kalatazar.
Come. This is Matthew chapter 8, verse 28. And when he was come to the other side, into the country of Gergesenes, there met him two, possessed with devils.
All right, so he met two people that were not on their medication. All right, that was crazy out there, mind, fighting everybody. Man, that's like being in a house with almost a demon. There is no peace when you're around people that ain't on their medication. You understand? There is no peace at all. Let's read on.
Coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way.
Go ahead.
Verse 29. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Yahushua, thou son of the Most High? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? Okay,
who is talking here? Go ahead, Kala.
The demons.
Yes, and the demon is talking to who?
Yahushua.
Okay, why is the demon talking to Yahushua?
Because he's speaking toward the Lord.
Okay, not quite. Go ahead.
Because he knows that the Lord can get rid of him.
So in other words, he's what? Go ahead, Kala.
Yahushua is the king of. He helped create them or something like that.
Right. You're right. Also, the demon is talking to Christ because he is God.
Afraid.
He's afraid. He's afraid, man. The demon, like what? It's almost like when you first come into the truth, it's like you almost feel nervous as hell. You sitting up all the time. Brother, relax, man. Sis, relax. Listen, everything will be all right, man. Raise your hand. You got a question? Jim Hyman say it all the time. Don't be scared. I know you're scared. I know you're a little paranoid. I know, right? the demon is afraid because the demon been with you inside of you for a very long time. Let's read again what the demon said to Christ. Read it from the top again, Kalak.
Come. It's Matthew chapter 8, verse 29. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Yahushua?
Man, they saying, Christ, what we do? What we do, man? What? We don't got anything to do with you, Yahweh Shai. That's like Billy coming up to you saying, oh, what's up, man? You like, what I do to you? I ain't do anything. You'll be like, why you trying to take my money? Why you trying to beat me up? What I do? I ain't do nothing to you. Let's read on.
What have we to do with thee, Yahushua, thou son of the Most High? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time?
Now, y'all see why they were afraid. He just said it. He said, are you come hither to torment us? Torment is like destroy, right? To kill us before the time. Before what time, though? Go ahead, Kala.
The time that they could kill the body that they're in, or
Absolutely. Before the time they can kill the body that they are in. Think about it, right? Right. If that cancer demon or that cigarette demon come out now, the evil spirit, right? In about 10 years, damn, they was gonna have cancer. In about 10 years. So you like, just give me a little more time. Okay, don't torment us yet. I'm not done my job yet.
right.
I ain't caused him or her to get in, a car drunk or high as hell, and they kill somebody, and now they either dead or in prison for the rest of their lives. I ain't do that yet. I'm not done yet. Let's read on.
Come. Verse 30. And there was a good way off. And there was a good way off from them in herd of many swine feeding.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 31. So the devils besought him.
Now, what is besought? Go ahead, sis.
Look for, search for.
Mm-hmm. Right. So the devils besought him, right? And also, right, they asked him, right? Begging him. Read on.
Saying, if thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine.
So what is they saying in other words? I gotta kill somebody. I gotta kill somebody. You understand me? You know how when most black men and black women goes through something in life, right? And what a lot of us don't know, right? But subconsciously, we are passing on bad habits to our children. So now we have a gun, right? We teach our children about gun violence, and now they hate one another, they kill one another, and when they grow up, what the hell do? They kill somebody. And now they're in the prison systems, man, for the rest of their lives, right? So the evil spirit is saying to Christ, we must kill somebody.
Right.
If it's not them, then maybe their brother, or maybe their cousin, or maybe auntie. Oh, we killed the grandmother already. She already died of cancer. The dad, you forget about it, heart attack, stroke, diabetes. We're ready to kill them, but our job ain't done yet. So he's saying, in other words, give us permission to kill something or somebody or someone. Don't just cast me out, because Christ being the King of Kings, man, he had the power to just, destroy demons. And think about it like this, right? What else did Christ say? Christ said that we will do greater things than he had done. And you read about all these miracles, right? And Christ fighting demons, correcting demons, chastising demons, right? And then imagine what you can do if you get off of weed. Imagine what you can do if you can, take those thoughts out your mind that's trying to get you to sell drugs to your people. And really what that is, man, that's a demon that want you to sell drugs to the wrong person. And now his father come out and shoot you right in the head, man. That's what they waiting for. Their best opportunity, their perfect opportunity. Let's read on.
Come, verse 32. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine. And behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea.
So now the pigs running all the way down. It's like, first the pigs like oink, chilling, right? Now those demons come up on them. They running everywhere. You ever met somebody that just can't sit still? Every time they get mad, run, get in the car, go this place, go that way. I'm going over my cousin's house. I'm done with you. I ain't dealing with you no more. Always got run. You be like, I'm home. Face me. Face my problems, man. Always gotta run away. Why is that? Go ahead, Kalai.
Evil spirits on it?
Yes, because the evil spirits is making you run away.
Right.
So you can do what though?
Not have,
Go ahead, sis.
so you don't have to face the truth.
So you don't gotta face the truth. Well, why else though would they make you what? Go ahead, Kalai.
So you could make a mistake.
Now you on to it, so you can make a mistake. All right? Go ahead, Brother Will.
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Yes. Why would demons just make you want to just run or get out? Right? In most cases, a lot of people don't know, right? But you being tired of someone, it's like I don't want to deal with them no more. I'm out. I'm done with you. Sit down. You ain't going. Tell her that. Now, of course, the demon like, all right, the demon like on you now. You're like, all right, I'm out. You close the door. You out. Don't go nowhere. What she want you to say, and she won't say it, but she want you to say, I ain't going no effing where. You understand me? I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to run out that house. Because really, what could be on the sister or what could be on the brother is that the demon on you want your spouse to run away.
Right.
You understand me? And you got to be stronger than that voice. You got to be stronger than that spirit. But you can only have that strength if you serve the true living God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? You got your hand up on Kalak.
God, so I was just going to say that these evil spirits just want you to have what you call like an impulsive behavior.
Exactly. Absolutely. Right fast. Nicole, you give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, and let's start at verse 1. You hold what you have, Kalak. I'm coming right back there. All right.
I have it, sir.
Go ahead. You got it. Read that, please.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
All right, somebody break that down, right? He said, my son, King Solomon wrote this book, man, Ecclesiasticus, right? He said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Go ahead, young man, Will.
In other words, it's just saying prepare to like once you start doing right, just slap us out.
No sweat. Go ahead, Kalak.
When it says prepare your soul for temptation,
Mm-hmm.
once you start to come towards the Lord, you're figuring out everything that you're not supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And these demons are going to, or the evil spirits are going to provoke you to break these commandments or these laws.
Gotcha.
To go against the Most High.
For sure. Let me help y'all understand it though. The spirit behind it, right? All right. I use a man and a woman, right? Before you marry on that man or that woman, what are you doing? Go ahead.
Communicate.
Right. You're communicating, right? So also you have to work hard for that man. You have to work hard for that woman. Now y'all married. Do you got to work as hard? Why not, Brother Will?
Because you got the prize.
Because now you got it. So cool. You won't work as hard as the honeymoon. I know y'all love the honeymoon, y'all, but the honeymoon is not going to last forever. You understand me? Like anything in life, you have good days and you have rainy days. You have sunny days and you have cloudy days, right? So now, when you come in the truth to serve the Most High God, right? Prepare yourself for temptation. Who control you in the world? Satan, right? A demon, a evil spirit. So now when you come to serve the Most High God, you doing what? Taking your hands back. Why say you're taking your hands back? Because now you ain't smoking weed no more. Now you ain't celebrating Christmas no more. No more Thanksgiving. Why? Because you love the indigenous people, right? So now, like, you had to work hard for that woman because you ain't have her yet, right? Who don't have you? Brother Will. No, who don't have you? The Lord have you when you serve the Most High. Who don't have you?
Sin.
Okay, sin, right? Right. What's another way you can put it? You right though, sin. But give me another way you can put it. Go ahead. Satan, right? So now Satan don't own you anymore, right? So now he have to do what? Yeah, he have to work harder to get you. That guy, you have to work hard to get this woman that you don't have, but you want the woman, right? You want her bad, and now you spit all the game to now 5 years. 5 years from now, I say all the game is gone. Let me stop that. You understand? You get my point though, right? Now Satan have to fight harder for you because he don't have you. You understand me? Which why the Lord saying when you come to serve the Most High, prepare thyself for temptation. Let's read on.
All right, verse 2. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure.
And constantly what?
Endure.
Now, what does endure mean? You got to keep fighting. Life is about war, okay? And you got to keep fighting. Even if you take a L, so be it. We all took a L, man. We all made mistakes. You understand me? Right? And the thing about it, right? You need to learn from the mistakes you made. You don't want to live life, as a repeat. Mistake after mistake. Wrong decision after wrong decision. Regret after regret. You understand me? You come inside the truth, you got to learn from your mistakes. Let's read on.
Come. And make not haste in time of trouble.
Read that again.
Make not haste in time of trouble.
Now, what does it mean to make haste? Go ahead, Nakar.
Pretty much like when you are, when you're in situations, think before you make action.
What is make haste? Go ahead, Brother Will.
Haste, is it like a rush?
Yes. Make not haste in time of trouble. When you are in trouble, don't run away. Don't rush up out of there. Don't be fed up with your marriage, man, because you're so pissed off and you're just so fed up. Make not haste. Don't run away from your problems. Because if you run away from your problems, how can you get better? God damn. Then LeBron James should have quit the first year. He didn't make it to the finals, right? How can you make it to the finals if you don't endure all the losses, all the L's? You understand me? It's sweet and bitter at the same time. But the Lord telling us when we serve the Most High God, things ain't going to be, peaches and cream. All right? You ain't going to have, excellent days. You may not make the money you think you should be making. But don't make haste when your supervisor is giving you hell. Now you're just ready to quit your job. Why quit your job if then how you going to pay your bills? You cannot take one problem or a few problems and make haste and run away when you are in trouble. Read that line again from the top.
Verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure,
Mm-hmm.
and make not haste in time of trouble.
And make not haste in time of trouble. Let's read on.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end.
Never leave the truth, no matter what you go through. All right. Of course, you're gonna always have the temptation to just be weak. Okay. But the second you leave the truth, your mind is going to just be somewhere else. Right. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're going to be looking at people in the world, oh, damn, but she living a good life. Look at him, and he smoke a little weed, and everything is good. You understand? They got a nice family. You envying people that's in the world, right?
Right.
But even then, you was already confused by saying, because the Most High ain't called them yet. He ain't called them yet. 1 second. He called you now. You understand me? And because he called you now, you want to serve him now. Right. Then to just make haste when you are in trouble, because now it's going to be like, damn, I'm trying to be like them still, but I got voices telling me that I know the truth. Right. Now, before you know it, you want to commit suicide, man. I'm telling you, man. Before you know it, it's like you're trying to forget. This is how you know it's not the truth, right? Well, Salaki. This is how you know it is the truth, because you can't forget. You understand me? They say the truth hurts, right? I know you ain't gonna feel it every now and then, but it's like you can't forget. When you was a Muslim, you was able to forget that nonsense. It was like, okay, Allah, Christianity, man, you forget about that. You wasn't even able to remember that. But smoking and cigarettes and Thanksgiving and God's chosen people, it almost can't leave your mind. And it can't leave your mind because a seed was planted inside of you. And even though you don't want to believe it, the spirit that's inside of you knows it's the truth, man. And it knows that if you can, plant the seed with some water and a little sun, and learn these statutes and the commandments of God, then the seed will grow. Right. And once the seed grows, then you will get stronger as a man and as a woman. Let's read on.
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Read that again.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Don't sit there in your room talking about, why me? Why me? God damn, don't sit there, depressed. Fight depression. You can fight it. You understand me? Fight, feeling stressed out, just feeling alone. Fight that. Constantly endure it, man. Right. Take it, as joy. Because think about it. Maybe you going through it because God knows that you can overcome it. And like the scripture says, what? Precept. Come on, finish my thought. I'll pull it for you right now. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's go to 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. All right, Brother Will, you get that for me, all right? 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. All right. 1 second. Okay. All right. Let's start at verse 12. All right. 1 Corinthians 10 and 12.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 12.
Matter of fact, let's start at verse 8, right? And you're gonna read 8 and 9, then you're gonna drop down to verse 12. Okay.
This is the book of Corinthians, chapter 8. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Neither let us commit fornication.
All right, what is fornication? Go ahead, Kala.
unlawful marriage. What is that?
Unlawful sex.
Unlawful sex.
Right? That's fornication. Fornication is when a man has sex with a woman that has a man, right? Or on and a woman behalf, fornication is when she has sex with a man that's not her man. You understand me? That's unlawful sex. Also, what's some other fornications? Go ahead, Kala.
Marrying alternation.
Yes, marrying white women or marrying white men, or let me say having sex, just so everybody can understand, because most people don't know what marriage is, right? Now, of course, when we read the Bible, we know that marriage is sex, right? So God is telling us that you can't have sex, which is marrying, same thing. You can't have sex with anybody that's outside of your race. That would be fornication, in other words, unlawful sex. All right, let's read on.
And some of them committed and fell in one day 320,000.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. Neither let us tempt Christ. And some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents.
All right, now drop down to verse 12.
Come. Verse 12. Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall.
Meaning, what is he saying? You think you all right. You think you got it. You understand? You think you standing up tall. You think you like a mountain, man, that can't be cast down. Read that again from the top, verse 12.
Okay. Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall.
See that? You better take heed, man. Don't think that you got it, man. You understand me? Because even thinking that you got it all, you don't even know Satan got you. Pretty sad. He that seemeth wise of this world knoweth nothing. That's also in the book of Corinthians, man. Don't never think that you are greater than Christ, or you got it, or you can't be pushed down, or you can't fall. Why do I say that? Because we read about great men that had it. King David was a great man, wasn't he?
Right.
Come on, man. He fell. King Solomon was a great man, wasn't he? Samson? What, man? Samson was one of those Negroes you'll see up in the judge. He's strong as hell, knocking everybody out. And then the African woman came and got him. You understand me? Had him looking like a baby boy and took all his strength away from him, man. The Lord took that away from him. All right, read on.
Verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common.
Okay, there has no temptation taken you, but such as is common. Go ahead.
To man.
What is common to man? Go ahead, Kala. Flesh. I want this, and I will get it. Think about it. Before you eat dinner, right? What's in your mind already? What you want to eat? God damn, say it. All right, that's already in your mind. Soul food. Yeah, I know, man. And Negroes only like cheesesteaks in Philadelphia. Philly cheesesteaks. Goddamn, we eat a cheesesteak every day of the week if it's up to us. You understand me? What is common to man? What you want in life. That is common. What you want to do. Where you want to go. The house you want to live. Your fleshly needs, man. That's common to men and women. Read.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Read that again.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
So if you're going through something, give yourselves a hand right now, man. Come on, man. Goddamn, you're going through it. You're like, why me? God, like, what the hell you mean, why you, man? Because you can overcome it. What the hell is weed to you? What the hell is cigarettes to you, man? What the hell is polygamy to you? You can do it. Go ahead, sis. You got it, please.
Is that like saying, my mom used to tell me back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
God won't give you nothing you can't handle.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's exactly what he's saying. Now, of course, what is telling us that we can't handle it? Go ahead, Kala.
Satan or Satan
Saying,
or
right?
your flesh, your mind.
Your flesh, your mind is telling you that you can't do it. So, right, before you smoke a blunt, it's in your mind. It's like before you eat, that's in your mind, right? What if you can get rid of that thought that's in your mind that's telling you that you can't do it? What if you can do that? What if you can get past that thought in your mind that's telling you that you don't need medication, or you don't need a man, or you need a whore, or you need a woman? What if you can get through that thought of whatever I need in life? We do it during the Day of Atonement every year, right? Think about it, right? And for that one day, you get rid of that thought of food and water for one day. If you can do that, then you can get rid of any thoughts, man, that's telling you that you can't do it. You can do it. How you know you can do it? Because God said he won't give you anything that you won't be able to handle, that you won't be able to overcome. I know in most cases, it's like we look at ourselves like, why me? God, like everything is you. You understand me? Because you're strong. He like, man, don't hold out on the Most High God, man. The Lord knew what the hell he was doing when he made his creations. He knows what's inside of you. This is the thing though. You don't know it. And you don't know it because that voice is talking to you. Read that again from the top, please.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is in common to man.
Go ahead.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
See that? The Lord ain't going to give you anything you can't handle, brother. You'll be all right. Think about it. Are you paralyzed? You can walk, right? And I went down to this place, listen, off of Belmont, Philadelphia. Listen, you got a whole facility of people that's in wheelchairs that can't walk. That's tiny. That's like, baby size. You understand me? That's in a wheelchair that's paralyzed from the neck down. What are you going through? You don't need it. You can talk, you can eat, you can walk, you have children, right? God damn, you may not have $1 million. Got a couple coins up in your pocket, man. God damn, what the hell we complaining for? You all right. The Lord saying, listen, he ain't going to tempt you. He ain't going to give you something that you won't be able to overcome. You understand me? Let's go to, hold on, bear with me 1 second. 2 Corinthians. Right fast, Nakar. Are you holding what I call for when the demon said he know Paul, know Christ? Do you have that? All right, hold that. I'm coming there in a few. All right, let's go to 2 Corinthians, the 12th chapter. Kalatazar, you get this one for me, all right? If anybody have any questions, let me know too, all right? We're going to go to 2 Corinthians 12. Okay. And let's start at verse 6. 2 Corinthians 12 and 6.
Come. This is first.
Go to 5, please.
Come. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Of such in one will I glory.
Mm-hmm.
Yet of myself
Mm-hmm.
I will not do it.
Now, what also another thing that the flesh wants? The flesh always wants something. Recognition. Always want glory. So great. God damn. Y'all know the scripture says this inside the Apocrypha, right? It says, let other men glory you. You should never talk about how great you are. I should say, man, brother Nicole right there, Officer Nicole, man, that's an excellent brother right there. Trooper Collectors, man, that brother always on. Yo, man, Will, man, I see him, man. Listen, man, that brother doing great things right there. That sister, man, she rolling with her husband, man, supporting him. Let other people glory you. Don't glory yourself. You understand me? Because when other people hear it, I'm just telling you out of love. They're like, okay, yeah, okay. Listen. Read that again from the top.
Come. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Of such in one will I glory.
Mm-hmm.
Yet of myself I will not glory.
You know, he said, of myself I will not glory myself. Because really, I should be dead. You understand me? The Lord have mercy on every single one of us. Go ahead, Carl.
Somebody said, can you state where you at again?
Yeah, so I'll let the brother know where you at, please.
Come. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read it.
Please.
Of such in one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory.
Mm-hmm.
But in my infirmities.
See, that he's saying, but in my infirmities, meaning in my weaknesses. I ain't gonna talk about the great things that I have done or that I will do, but man, I will glory in my infirmities and all my weaknesses, man. You understand me? Brother, you can do it because I'm struggling with this. Or I'm struggling with that. You understand me? You see how that can give somebody else strength? Then for you to be talking so highly of yourself and glorifying yourself, glory in your infirmities. Motivate somebody else. People do all the time. Former drug addicts or former women that were raped or that were molested, man. They motivate the next man or woman and they tell them, listen, I was able to overcome it.
Right.
I was able to go see a doctor and go get on my medication. I was able to, talk to my own psychiatrist. I'm going to glory in my weaknesses because my weaknesses will give you strength. If I just talk about how great I am, how can you get strength? You can only get strength by knowing that, brother and sister, we're going through the same exact, stuff, man. You just in a different body than I am. You just a sister, I'm a man. You a man, she a sister. Let's read on.
Come. Verse 6. For though I would desire to glory.
Man, your flesh don't want to glory, okay? You understand me? I know you great. You a great man. What's about the Isupk? What do we always say when we do something great or amazing? Go ahead, Kalab. Here you go. You'll be a fool to say anything else. Oh, I dare this. God damn. You'll be like Moses, man. You making the promised land. You talking about you negated people water. The Lord like see Moses. Come on, man. Damn, I was with you the whole time. You're part of the Red Sea, and now his tongue wanted some recognition, man. No, you don't want to be like that, man. His flesh. Paul trying to help you understand, right? The flesh is going to want these things. And you read about brothers like him, and he being straight up with you. He's saying, listen, I want to glory in my flesh. I want, people to, know how great I am, but I ain't going to do it. And that's how you fight, man. You're going to want to sin. Some cases, you're going to want to smoke weed, right? Now, how do you get strong physically? Go ahead.
Working out.
You work out, right? So now, if you work out every day, you get stronger and you get stronger, right?
No.
Now, how can you get strong spiritually? Go ahead. Coming to class. What else, though? Let's say you're working out every day, right? How do you get stronger? Go ahead.
By studying, taking care of your mental.
Right. You right. But give me the weight. Let's say you're working out, right? You're lifting on the bench press, right? How do you get stronger? Go ahead, Kala.
Eventually, you start to add more weight.
You start to what?
Add more weight.
You start to what?
Add more weight.
So now you start to add more weight. When before it was like you could only lift like 10 pounds. I know, but it's all right, man. Y'all brothers in Hebrew Academy, y'all be all right. Yeah, I know. You go from 10 pounds and now you go from 30 pounds. You go from 40 and 50. And before you know, you're like, damn, y'all. I lift 1,000 pounds balls on the bench press. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you, man. You like Samson up in that. Just don't take the shirt off, right? Like, don't do that. You can't do that, right? So now think about it like this, right? All right. So that's how you get stronger physically, right? Right? How do you get stronger spiritually? Let's say your problem is weed, right? How will you get stronger? Go ahead.
By telling yourself no.
Okay, yes, by telling yourself no. Think about it like working out though. Go ahead, sis.
You taking yourself out of that atmosphere?
No, that ain't how you're gonna get stronger. Well, of course, in the long run, you will get stronger that way, right? But it's a step before. This is how you get stronger, right? If it's cigarettes, right? The more you want cigarettes, like the more weight you put on that bench, is how stronger you get. You understand me? The more you want crack and cocaine, right? Like how the more you want to get stronger, and now you put weight on it, and now you're lifting it. So now you go from wanting 10 Dutches a day to 0. You understand me? Because you want more of it. It's like, and you constantly telling yourself no more times a day or a week or a month or a year. Now you get stronger. Just like lifting weights, man. And you get stronger. It's like, damn, I used to go from wanting 10 whores a day. And then I wanted 20. But I always said no every single time. And then I get stronger. And now before you know it, you don't want it no more. Go, yeah, your hand up, sister.
So it's about denying your flesh.
Exactly. That's what it's about. The more you deny your flesh, the more you get stronger. When you give in to your flesh, you get weaker. Think about it. If you give in to the turkey on Thanksgiving, right, you get weaker. But if you deny it, now it's like Thanksgiving is like grandmother know they better not even call you. You understand me? And then after 5 years, you won't get a text about no birthday or any of that. Why? Because you've been fighting it. And now you are stronger. Now you can lift those weights like you just Hercules. Now I know. Lord be with you. Go ahead, Nicole.
If I could, time check 8:30.
No sweat. The water.
Trooper Ward, he said rehearsing the righteous acts.
Here you go. Give that brother a hand. That's amazing. That's almost the perfect precept on what I was bringing out. You gotta rehearse it. Like the more you do something, come on, y'all work, right? The more you do it, the more you get better. That's it. Just do it more. The more you play basketball, now you shoot. You shoot better than Ben Simmons. They ain't gonna like you in Philadelphia. God damn. Listen, even if you look at Ben Simmons' case, right? It's like, how can you fight it if you don't get more of it? If you don't attempt to shoot, if you don't attempt to say no to cigarettes, or if you don't attempt to say no to weed, marijuana, drugs, and being an alcoholic, how can you get stronger? They say what? Shoot the ball. You gotta shoot the ball, boy, to get stronger. That's just anything in life, man. The more you do it, the more you get better. All right, let's read on.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm. Go up to 6.
Verse 6. For though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool.
See, I ain't gonna make myself look like a fool in front of everybody, talking about how great I am, all these great things I have done. Read.
For I will say the truth.
If I would say what?
For I will say the truth.
See that? Don't be ashamed of the truth. Say the truth. Read.
But now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be, or that he heareth of me. Verse 7. Unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelation.
Okay, what is the abundance of the revelation? The revelations. He said, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations. Go ahead.
So that's like making it through your struggle.
Not quite. Give me the unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelation. What is revelation or revelations? Go ahead, Kala.
Rebellious.
Here you go, right? So what do we know about Paul? A lot of things was revealed unto him. He saw revelations. You understand me? And he's saying, so I won't be exalted. Why would he be exalted? Because he about to tell you your future. He about to tell you what God, showed him, right? What they call it today, a psyche. That's what they call it today, right? Right. And they tell your future. Well, so-called. And what the hell do? You exalt them. You give them money. You say, oh man, God told me I was going to collect an orange today. What the hell did they tell you, man? God had told me he was cheating on me. God dang, what the hell is going on, man? Right? Paul is saying a lot of things was revealed unto him. God was with him, and he showed them a whole lot, right? However, though, God also gave him something in his flesh so he won't be exalted. So he won't be looked at as a God or as somebody that is above God or above Christ. Let's read on. Read 7 again from the top, please.
This is 2 Corinthians 12 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelation,
Mm-hmm.
there was given to me a thorn in the flesh.
Now, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh. Now, what's a physical thorn? Something that's what? Like, go ahead. Something that's like poking you, right? Poking you up. That's a thorn. Something that's pointing, I'll take it, right? It's like a thorn. It's like it's poking you up. It's like you go grab something. God damn. Mama said I didn't touch the oven. What the hell you touching the oven for, right? So now he's saying it was a thorn given to him, right? And what was that thorn? The thorn doing to Paul? It was bothering him. You understand me? Like how you go to touch something, man, that's a sharp thorn right there. Read that last line again.
Come. There was given to me a thorn in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
The messenger of Satan to buffet me.
Mm-hmm.
Lest I should be exalted above measure.
Okay, so who gave him that thorn? Go ahead, sis.
Demons gave him that thorn? Like Satan gave him that thorn?
No. Who gave him that thorn? Go ahead. The Most High gave him that thorn. Why did he give him that thorn, though? Now, we don't know what the thorn is or what it was, right? But we know it was something that was really bothering Paul, right? Right? Why did God give him that thorn? Go ahead.
So he was trying to see if he would actually stick with the truth or stick with the Lord or not.
Yes. Why else did he give him that thorn? Go ahead. Go ahead, Brother Will.
To humble him.
To keep him humble. Now, why did he need that thorn to keep him humble? Kala?
So he wouldn't fall into that being too prideful.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Brother Will.
So he won't what would you put there? We were just talking about it. So you want like glorify himself?
So he won't be exalted above measure. You understand me? God gave him something in his flesh, right? I don't know what it was. I don't know. It could have been anything. It could have been weed. It could have been, wanting to have sex with a woman of another nation. Who knows what it was, right? But we know that this thing right here, it was hurting Paul, man. And it was hurting him. It was hurting him terribly. Let's read on.
Carl. Verse 8. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice.
All right, so now when it says he besought the Lord thrice, meaning what? Somebody break that down. He besought the Lord thrice, meaning what? Go ahead.
He looked for him thoroughly.
No. He besought the Lord thrice. Read one more time, last line.
For this thing I besought the Lord thrice.
All right, how do you besought the Lord? Go ahead, Kala.
You pray for the Lord, preach the Lord.
There you go. You pray to the Lord, right? What did Paul do, Kala?
You cried out to the Lord
For what?
to take this thing away from him, like to try and get him to whip this thought out of his head.
Exactly. And it was serious to Paul because he went to the Lord 3 times. 3, not once, not twice, but so to the Negro right there. You understand me? He went to the Lord 3 times. He said, Lord, take this away from me. All right, let's find out what the Lord did. Read on.
Come, verse 9. Oh, sorry, that it might depart from me.
That it might what?
That it might depart from me.
Now think about it. If it depart from you, how can you get stronger from it? Right? Like I was bringing out, like working out. If you don't put weight on the bench, how will you get stronger? If life can just, magically, all your problems just go away, then how can you glory? They say what, man? Right? What is pain? What is glory without pain? How can you win the championship knowing, damn, I lost 7 in a row? How can you win if you don't take L's, man? He's saying, listen. He's saying, you're going to be all right. He went to the Lord 3 times. He said, so it can depart away from me. Let me tell you something, right? The thought of cigarettes is always going to be there. That's just reality. The thought of wanting to serve a fat man Santa Claus and receive presents and birthday gifts is always going to be there. The weed thought ain't going nowhere. It's going to always be there. You think those hoes going somewhere out there? Huh? They're going to be out there, brother.
Yeah.
They're going to be out there half naked. Well, they may have some clothes on now since it's winter time. God damn, thank the Lord for winter. Get the Lord ahead. My wife can say something, man. I'll never forget. Cover up your funky behind. Cover that thing up. You understand me? Paul went to the Lord and he was asking the Lord to take it away from him so it can depart from him. Let's read on.
God. Verse 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee.
So now what did the Lord say? He said, no. He said, no, you're going to fight that thing, brother. He said, sister, oh, no, it ain't working like that. You are going to fight that thing. He's telling Paul, no. He said, my grace is what?
Sufficient for thee.
What else is he saying? Paul, it could be worse. You could be paralyzed right now. You could have no arms. You could have no feet, man. No mouth. God damn, 1 eye. Read.
God. For my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Read that again.
My strength is made perfect in weakness.
Read that again.
For my strength is made perfect in weakness.
When you are weak, you are strong. Think about it, right? When you fast on the Day of Atonement, you feeling weak, right? Like, goddamn, a little drip of water looking fantastic. Everything is just smelling good. You forget about the voice that's telling you, you're going to die. You're going to die. God damn. And then after, it's like, you ain't died. You understand me? He said, my strength is what? Read that line again.
God. For my strength is made perfect in weakness.
See that? His strength is made perfect in weakness. When you are weak, that's how you can get strong. Think about it. You lifting weights. How can you get strong if you're already strong as hell like Samson? You got to be weak, and then you lift. Get stronger. He said, my grace is sufficient unto thee. Read on.
Come. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me.
Okay, now this last line is very important, right? Okay. He said, most gladly, therefore, I will rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. All right? Somebody give me that last line. that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Go ahead, Kala.
This is him basically exalted Christ's power because Christ endured a lot.
Mm-hmm. Christ endured a lot. You right there. Anybody else want to take a stab at it? That the power of Christ may rest upon me. Go ahead, Kala. Let's say this, right? Let's say you are exalted, right? Because God shows you revelations and He revealed things unto you, right? People will look at you as a what?
Prophet.
As a what?
Prophet.
Okay, as a prophet, yes, but it's another word that I'm looking for. People will look at you as a power. Why? Because you can see things that I can't see. You can hear things that I can't hear. You can go places that I can't go. I can't go in the hood of North Philadelphia. Why? Because I have too many enemies. You understand me? And now that the power of Christ may rest upon me, right? Now he's saying this, right? He won't be his own power, but Christ will be his power. You understand me? He don't want to be exalted above measure. So Christ will be my power. And my power will rest upon me, meaning he will always be with me and he won't leave me. But the second I start to exalt myself, then the power of Christ won't rest upon me. Do y'all see that? Most High Christ. Let's read on.
Come. Verse 10. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities.
He take what?
Pleasure in infirmities.
Now he take pleasure in it. He like, all right, I'm weak. And because I'm weak, it's time for me to show myself. Think about it. When you're going through something, you are in what? Tribulation. Right? Trial. And when you're going through it, you in trial, it's time for you to show yourself to God. What happened to Job? Remember, Satan got permission from the Most High to mess with Job and take all his things away, take his family away, take all his wealth away, right? When you are in the fire, you are close to God and you don't even know it. You think you're being isolated from the world, which is a good thing. You don't need to be a part of that world anyway, because it ain't nothing out there, man. When in all actuality, it's like you are right there in the midst of God. Precept. Oh, if you hit this on the nose, I'd be surprised. Anybody?
So like, repeat yourself.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. When you are in trial, right? Tribulation. When you're going through hell, okay? When it seems like life is just not going well for you, right? And how do we know that we are in the midst of the Most High? Give me a scripture to prove that. When Paul went to the Lord 3 times, why did he go to God? He was hurt. Why was he hurt? Because he kept doing something that he had no control over. It was a thorn that was poking him up, that was messing with him, that was bothering him, right? So now give me my precept. I'll give y'all a second. Okay, for time's sake, I'm going to give it to you. Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna try to get a stab. It's one of the precepts where you said it earlier. It says I'm paraphrasing, somewhat of a paraphrase, like,
Mhm.
can't go, it's temptation. Someone dealing with temptation.
Mhm.
That's how you know you basically doing what you're supposed to by you being tempted.
Right. You're right. That's a good point. Right. You're right. All right. Paul was stressed out. Think about how stressed out you are sometimes when you know, like it ain't nothing like having a feeling and it's like you trying to fight it, but you can't beat it. You understand me? It's like you trying. It ain't that you don't love God, but you trying to fight it. But that urge is just you can't control your fingers. You can't control your hands. But you trying, you go to the most high. What do most people say? Lord, give me what? Give me strength. God damn, the Lord told Paul no. Go ahead, Kalatazar.
I got the precepts.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
It's Psalm 34:18.
Give him a hand. That's what I was looking for right there. All right, Psalms 34:18. Let's read that. Start at 16. Psalms 34:16.
Come. 34. This is Psalms chapter 34 and verse 16.
Start at 15, please.
Come. Verse 15.
Oh, you got it, brother. Mm-hmm.
The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the righteous.
See that? The eyes of the Most High are upon the righteous. Meaning, when you are doing righteous, the Lord is watching over you, protecting you. Read on.
And his ears are open unto their cry.
So now when you pray unto the Most High God, he's going to hear you. Now, that means he's going to hear you every single time? No. You understand me? But he will hear you when he decides to. Okay? Read on.
Come. Verse 16. The face of the Most High is against them that do evil.
See that? The face of the Most High is against them that celebrate Christmas. Is against them that celebrated on Thanksgiving. God damn. Is against those, man, that, smoke and get high and commit all types of abomination. The face of the Most High is against them that do evil. Why don't the Christians read this in the Christian church in the car? God damn. When you teach that the laws of God is done away with, you are telling people it's okay for me to be a thief.
Right.
It's okay for me to be a rapist. It's okay for me to be a drug dealer. It's okay for me to be a drug addict. Read that line again from the top.
Come. Verse 16. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil.
The face of the Lord is against them that do evil. Read.
To cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
Now, what happened when they die, Kalatazar? You wear a shirt for what? Maybe a couple years.
Right,
then before you get a tattoo on your arm and R.I.P. Johnny Mackey, Andre Glover, Tommy Jefferson. God damn, the Holocaust. I better not see a black person with a tattoo talking about R.I.P. the Holocaust. God damn, what the hell is wrong with us, man? What the Lord is saying, if you are evil, you are going to die.
Right.
And nobody is going to remember you.
Right.
Nobody. We read about great men in this. Jesus died, right? Was crucified. We remember him. David, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel. You understand me? Hosea, sisters too, man. Esther, Susanna. You understand me? Tons of brothers and sisters that we read about in this Bible and that are remembered. Why? Because they stood up for what they believed in and obeyed the commandments of God. Let's read on.
Come, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Most High hears.
See that? You send a prayer up to the Lord. Don't just sit in your room and be depressed. Look up a compass, man, and point it towards the east. And when you're going through something in life, it ain't the end of the world. Ask the Lord to give you strength. Pray to the Most High God. And instead of picking up the cigarette, say, let me pick up my phone. Let me turn my phone towards the east. So I know the east is on that side. Let me do something else. Let me try something else, man. Let me not just run away. Let me not just let, Satan control my members. Remember, it starts by controlling yourself. So you can maybe turn towards the east and pray towards God. Then he may say, okay, now I see that brother, that sister doing something right now. Now instead of them doing the same pattern, you're doing something else. Read on.
Come. The righteous cry, and the Most High hears, and delivers them out of all their troubles.
See that? The Lord will deliver you out of all your troubles, man. Now, you ain't going to be in that spittle. Man, they still call it a spittle, young man will. Oh, man, they still up in those spittles, man. You up in a spittle, right? You scared to go to school. Why? Because a little white boy going to shoot up the school. You understand me? And just kill everybody. The Lord's saying if you obey him, he will protect and watch over you. Let's read on.
God, verse 18. The Most High is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart.
Read that again.
The Lord is near to them that are of a broken heart.
See that? The Most High is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart. Somebody break that down. How is he nigh unto you if you have a broken heart? Go ahead, Kalab.
He's close to you when you are weak.
Yes. For when I am weak, I am strong. Give the sister a hand. You want to raise your hand next time, though. Right? So when you are weak, you are in trial. When you are in trial, you are nigh or close to the power.
That's right.
Close to the Most High God. Read that again. 18 from the top.
Come. The Most High is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saving such as be of a contrite spirit.
See that? You think you're so broken, like how you lifting those weights. You think, oh, I'm so damn tired. But damn, you put that white beater on. It's like, oh yeah, that was worth it, huh? Right. You understand? You got the muscles and all that. You're like, oh yeah, that pain was worth it. It's the same way when it comes to serving God, man. It'll be nigh unto you, even though you have a broken heart, even though, you feel like life is just against you. You got to tell your mind. You got to tell your heart, man. You got to tell yourself that the Most High God is with you, and he is trying to strengthen you. Let's read on.
Come. Verse 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivers them out of them all.
See that? You're going to be afflicted. People going to hate you, man. Why? Because you ain't the same person that you used to be.
Right.
If you was that person, they just step on top of you anyway.
Right.
You understand me? They do what they want to do to you, kick you out the house, treat you like you ain't nobody, but damn, second you serve the Most High God, you're like, I ain't dealing with any of that garbage anymore. If they don't like it, what really don't they like? Grab your own prayers on the car. I'm going to wrap it up in a second. No sweat. They really don't like the spirit that's inside of you, which is the spirit of Christ, our King, Yahweh Shah. For if the world hate you, know that the world hated me first. You're coming up against it, man. You understand me? And you fight it and you endure it, man. And you take every inch of it, knowing that God is trying to strengthen your bones. Read on.
Come. Verse 20. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken.
See that? Now you find yourself getting your ass beat. Oh man, you better check yourself, man. You understand? You got a black eye, somebody that punched you in the mouth. And what the hell is going on? Because when you serve the Lord, he ain't gonna let nobody do it. They ain't gonna touch you. Satan can spiritually mess with you, but ain't nobody gonna put their hands on you if you really serve the Most High God. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right there, y'all. If anybody has any questions, let me know now. Everybody good? All right, no sweat. With that being said, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer in the car.
Second, sir. All right, Amadra, which means to stand. All right, we're going to send out the prayers, start it down, all right, and it's time to face the east. All right, when we pray, we raise up our hands, all right, and just repeat after me. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabashemaya.
Shabashemaya.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayat.
Hayat.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lafuka.
Alapaka.
Taba'a.
Daba'a.
Ratazaka.
Ratazarika.
Hayat.
Hayat.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayat.
Hayat.
Bashamaya.
Bashamaya.
Danyanawa.
Thananawa.
Nakam.
Nakam.
Ka.
Ka.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakinawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kawafinawa.
Kawafinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kawafinawa.
Kawafinawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabi'ayinawa.
Tabi'ayinawa.
Banasana one.
Banasan one.
Abo.
Above.
Hayashayinawa.
Hawashayinawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Malakwa.
Wahalaya.
Wala'ala.
Salakia. Wahalaya. Wahalaya. Watapara.
Walapara.
Walayayim.
Walayayim.
Aman.
Amen. All right, then English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily
And
bread.
forgive us our debts,
And forgive us our
as we
debts
forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into
but
temptation,
deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. All right. This is the prayer for the Ka in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Nathanael.
Nathanael.
Haka.
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 La Para.
La Pa'a.
La Makala.
Kal Makala.
Waka Marawa.
Wakal Malawa.
Haka.
Haka.
La Tahor.
La Tahor.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Haka.
Haka.
Hakim.
Lahakwim.
Hamafiam.
Hamafiam.
Haka.
Haka.
Akara. So like it. Al Rakarawaf.
Al-Kawaf.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagari Shan.
Lagan Shun.
Bashim Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Wada Amun. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
Name Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the
The
lepers.
power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushai.
Name Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So big. All right. This is the prayer on the blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Barakinawa.
Balakinawa.
Wayasha Allah.
Wayasha Allah.
Wayas.
Wahabayath.
Saparian.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Wadaman.
The Wada Amun. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
Name Yahushai.
Bless us
Bless us.
and Israel.
And Israel.
In the school.
And the
In
school.
the name of Yahushai.
Name Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. All right. This is the prayer. This is the prayer for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushai.
Why Yahushai?
Wa Mayak Yahweh.
Why Mayaka Allah?
Wa Alahayim.
Why Alahayim?
Matalabaya.
Matalaba'ah.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawatiyim.
Halawatbiyam.
Hasarayim.
Hasarayim.
Hakatayayim.
Hakasayayim.
Salakit. Hakalayayim.
Hakasayayim.
Wahawafiyim.
Wawafiyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Wadaman.
Wadamun. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And angels.
Commanding the journey Yahana.
Manager in Yahweh.
The generals.
General.
The captains.
Captains.
The officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And angels.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. All right, sir. We need to turn. All right. All right, sister, you will be seated. All right, you can sit down. All right. Men of Israel, we're going to give one quick courtesy salute. Men of Israel, the Mount Shabbat. Imad. Barak.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatham.
Yahweh, sorry, we're going to face the sister. I'm not going to stand. All right. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sister one quick courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Mount Shabbat. Amaja, Barak,
Yahweh Shamar, Thakba, Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shamar, Lathabah, Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Matah, class dismissed.